Morning, you lot. Bow. Okay, green belts, blue belts. Hope you're well, safe, doing your homework, chores, making sure the house is okay, and you're looking after parents, grandparents, and whoever's with you. Like it's week 7, gone nowhere. It's we now know we've got another 3 weeks left, so at least. So big thank you to the students for continuation. Well done. Huge thank you. I know you're bored of hearing me say this, parents, but we're managing to keep open. Well, I say open, we're managing to pay the bills. So, and that's just through your kindness and support. Total 100%, thank you very much. Just can't say it enough, you're amazing. Right, green belts, blue belts, half an hour session, nice and relaxed session this one, because next week we ramp it up a little bit harder and faster. Okay, so I just want to go over what we've done so we can put that in a little tick box. Like I said to you before, this is like a one-to-one session. So you can pause, stop, start whenever you want to, just to make sure that you've got the correct technique. So what I'm doing today is putting those techniques forward and explaining now why we're doing them all. Okay, what is the understanding for this? Why should we do this? Do we need to do that? So, bow. Heads up, nice and relaxed, no sweat today, down to one side and the other, circles one way and the other. Okay, shoulders forward a little bit, nice and relaxed, and backwards. Hands together, we're going to bring those forward, just a couple, and backwards, across the body. Okay, nice and relaxed, doesn't matter which one first, bring one arm up, nice and slowly, behind the elbow, okay, just bring that nice and close to you. If it's okay, that's fine. If it's sore, relax or let go. If it's okay, what I want you to do now is face the other way. So we've got a bit more of a stretch now on the neck. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's bring that other arm over, nice and relaxed. Again, if it hurts, stop and let go. From there, head tight and twist. Good effort. 3, 2, 1, and well done, you lot, well done. Okay, shaking there. Put the hands on the hips and push forwards and backwards. Going to one side, the other. Circles one way, other way. Okay, with those knees, we're just going to go forward, other way. And nice and slowly, we're going to just push those legs, the knees back. No big efforts, touching the toes. And we're going to come back up, and we're going to shake. Okay, right then. Let's get these basic stuff out the way. All right, basic blocks, 1 to 8, have to be done. We practice those every week. I'm going to do it twice, one facing away, one facing you. That's it. The responsibility then is onto yourselves as green and blue belts. Okay? So there's hands by the sides. We're coming up, left. Number 1, rise and elbow. So rise and block. 2, with the right side, rise and block. 3, outside body block. So we're coming outside and we're pushing it across that body nice and strong. 4, outside body block. 5, inside body block, nice and tight. Bringing it out. Bring those shoulders back. Good snapping motion. Here. Good snapping motion. Downward block. Big and strong. So as we get higher up the grades, might be that as you come into that block, instead of just standing there, maybe give it a little twist. Little twist. And what's that doing is when that person comes to us, these are usually for kicks. Now if I stand there with a kick and a block to there, still get there. So just twist to the side, okay? Little sneaky techniques now from the senior grades. From down, down, block. And we're making sure we're just twisting and pushing that to the side. Just pushing to the side, okay? So your toes for that, when you push, just bring the heel off the floor slightly and just twist. And come straight back. Not a major difference, but it does make a difference if you're just blocking to there and they're still going to kick you. Now that kick there can be just as effective because you've got nerves down the side here, yeah? you can get a dead leg, even from one kick. And if you get that ooh, that's enough for them to go bop into the nose, because you're concentrating on the pain in the leg. So little twist now, little sneaky techniques. Okay, from there, left leg in front, fists up. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Facing you. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Happy with that? Swapping legs. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. So we're just putting these, we're going fast now. Yeah, we're not sweating, but we're just technique-wise. Right then, left leg in front. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Are you ready for this? We're going to step forward with the back leg, rising elbow, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to swap legs. Happy with that? So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg in front. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook, step forward, rising elbow. Remember what we said about the elbow? Bring that elbow in, tight. It stays tight because as long as, if you put it across your face, you can't see anything. And all that's going to happen is they're going to punch and they're going to push it away. You need to see where the target is. So let's have that elbow nice and tight, fist here, okay? Because if they manage to do a hook, we can still block. And then we still come in. Yeah, so stepping forward, nice and tight, rubbing across your belly, straight in there. We can still see. Hands here ready to go, and we can defend ourselves. If it's here, it's primed. Now what that means is it's ready to go, yeah? Because you know what it is. We can do the hammer fist, we can do the back fist. It's all that next step. So this is what happens with the, more so the blue belts going for purple belts, yeah? Is you've got to be thinking about the next move. Not wait for the instructor. Yeah? So you know that if you come to this position, you can go straight in. You can go straight in. Whatever technique you want to, you've got to start thinking now. I've said it in the other grades, I'll say it to yourselves, you're going to start, you are actually learning now more than you need to learn. We get back into this unit, it's going to be a couple of weeks of hard work and then I'm grading you. Okay? You need to have that interest. So it's, you're doing really, really well, but the same colour belt is really boring for you. Okay? It really is. So let's get going. Right then, so we've done that. Front punch, back punch, uppercut, hook, stepping forward with the rising empty, the elbow. Yeah, both sides. We need to get that both sides, very important. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands by the sides. High X block, low X block. Alright? Not the X factor, X block. Let's get that up, nice and high. So we know now, when it comes up, nice and high, comes straight past our face. Be careful we don't hit ourselves. You can laugh, but a lot of students do that because they go that fast. Let's get those straight up. Right, we need some space in between. It doesn't matter for your grades now if your left or your right arm are in front. Some people would rather put the left in front because they're dominant on the right side. Some will put the right side because they're dominant on the left. Martial arts is like a lot of sports. We need to work both sides with just as much confidence. So for me, I'm going to put my left arm in front first, but I'm quite happy to stick my right arm. It all depends where that person is. All right? So big and strong and a high. We've got to make sure with this technique that we don't raise our arms, because by the time you bring your arm up here, they've bopped you, they've hit you. Yeah, your whole head here is a target. So if you don't get that up straight away, bop, they've got you. So from here, straight up, big and strong. We need to see, so there's no good doing this. If you can't see that person, your head is not blocked above, nice and high. Next technique is your X block down, big and strong. Okay, this majority of the time, seniors, is for kicks to the groin area, this area here. Ow. Yes, we've got to look after ourselves. Right, from here we're looking at pushing down. If we're pushing down, we've got to make sure that we're not looking down. Alright? So, what's going to happen is that you might step back. If you're stepping back, you're making sure there's more space away from the person that's trying to attack you. From here, you're standing still. There. If you're looking down, remember they're only kicking you and they've got two fists. So they can bop you and that can still hurt. Yeah? So, down, here. Best way, there. Okay? If you need to. Be careful we don't go down. If we go down, they won't have to punch you, they'll just grab you and pull you over and you'll land face on the floor. Ow. Okay, so that gets a little bit... Ooh. So we're talking about all this technical stuff now. We're explaining to you as a senior grade what the moves are for and what to protect yourself and how to work out. Alright? Good. Right then, we're going to go straight now into spinning back fist. Spinning back fist. Couple of rules, couple of techniques. Purple belts, you're going to start to be asked now to start helping teach the lower belts. So these are all the little things you need to remember. Okay? Right. Fists up. We're going to put our left leg in front, we're going to have the fists. Whenever the instructor asks for a spinning back, we know we're going backwards because the back is there. Spinning, we're spinning. Alright? Spinning back. Now we're going to do the spinning back fist and we know where the back fist is. Okay? Right. So, whichever way our bum is pointing, that's the way we're going to turn. We don't step forward into this. Remember what we said about stepping forward? There's the clue. Alright? We are stepping behind. So, some students are happy just to spin on that foot, lifting their toes up, spin and strike. That's not a problem. Good. Some don't like that. So all we do is move that front foot across the body. Little bit, not much. So from here, turn, strike. I'll face you. Look at the stance. Here, turn, strike. Spinning back fist. Let's break that down a little bit. With our right leg in front, it's no different. Across, turn, strike. Right, let's put our left leg in front. I'm facing, looking at the target. I'm looking at you now. My fists are up. Okay? That leg comes across. As that leg comes across, I need to be looking to make sure that target is still there. Because I'm going to now go into the spinning back fist. Once we're doing this now, the fist and the foot must turn at the same time. Once the foot hits the floor, this should be there. Ready? So from here, across, strike. We've got to remember now, that head. I've just been facing you, looking at you. I'm going into the moves itself now. As we're into that move, I need to be turning. If I'm turning, so does my head need to turn. But that needs to turn and start looking where it's going. It's the same as your spinning back kick. I need to make sure now, as soon as I can, that target's still there. Because if that target's not there and moved over here, I need to be coming around to protect myself straight in. Straight into it. Alright? So, again, I'll face away. Cross. Look at the head. The head knows it can turn around straight away. Looking over my shoulder and thinking the target is still there. No different from right leg in front. Right leg goes across the body, fists up. Look at that head now. Big twist. Target is hit, leg is safe, back into position. Alright? When we've done this, if we're doing another technique, we can move forward. But for me, if I'm doing this technique now, step back. So you're gathering that space. Gathering that space. Okay, never stepping forward. If we're stepping forward to attack, that's fine, but we come back then into the protective zone and we look after ourselves. Right, shake your legs, shake your arms, nice and quickly. Okay, so we practiced last week, I think we did spear hand and shuto. All right, so remember we said for your shutos, here, big chunky bit. Spears, a little bit of a bend in them, that makes them a little bit stronger. So left leg in front, fists up. We're doing front spear, back spear. So 1, 2. Okay, called a spear because it's like a spear. But if you have a hand like this, it's not going to work. Bring your hand together, tight, tight. Okay, little bend in them. When we're striking, you're not going to use this technique outside. I'm going to be honest with you now. Yeah, never. You don't need to use this. This is part of martial arts, so you need to know this, okay? And it's just technical. So these spears. So I do not want you to do this, but in here, okay, boys have a more prominent Adam's apple. From there, okay, this is where it's striking, but you are not going to strike anybody at all. I'm just giving you the technical stuff now to where it attacks. Other techniques are everywhere else, okay, but that's planned and that's only for your black belts and above, so when you get there, I'll teach you. So we're looking at there. The reason we look at here as well is because it's target based. Target based. Yeah. If I say I want to strike at the arm with this, what part of the arm? And the technique becomes really sloppy. So from here, strike, 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 strike. Yeah. Just like a fist, when we're pushing it out, we're pulling it back. If we're going to do a double spear, your hips will give you that momentum. Okay, both legs. There's the momentum there. Okay. Shuto. Hope I'm not going too fast, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you as much as I possibly can, and all we're doing now is refreshing what we've done over the last several weeks. Yeah, but I'm giving you the understanding of what we're using. Shuto from here. We explained the shuto, we don't come all the way around, and there's no haya. All right, from there, striking forward, front and back. Okay? Shuto. Let's go into some elbows now. So we've only done that's sort of really the rising elbow, the MP. I'm going to give you a couple of techniques now. You've noticed by now, very few kicks. I'm happy for you to do the inside and outside crescent kick, but what I don't want is this practicing of scissor kicks, roundhouse kicks, not until we get into the unit again. It's not that I don't trust you, I do trust you completely, but with the kicks, we need to make sure that they're right. That's why I have all the pads and the equipment here, and there's enough instructors there to make sure you're doing it correct. Also, health and safety, I don't want you trying to bring up that leg and realising there's a table there and ow. So the kicks, we're really doing very few of the kicks. You'll probably find when we come back into the unit, awful lot of kicks. Right, we're going to start to use different parts and different elbow strikes now. So we know MP, yeah? We know it's the elbow. Rising elbow, doesn't matter. So for yourself now, left leg in front, we're going to do front, back. Okay, front, back. So we're just getting that technique. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Swap your legs. 1, 2. Again, look where it goes. 1, 2. Nice and tight, protecting that face. 1, 2. Every time I can still see where little sneaky eyes are coming around. Right, left leg in front. Front, back. From there, we're going to step forward, bring this, and come in. So 1, 2, bang. 1, 2. As that comes down, it's like a circle. Comes down, stepping forward. As I'm stepping forward, the power comes around, strike. If I want to, place the hand behind, strike. So this time we're striking this bit here, and we're coming to the side. So these, under the chin, side of the face, here. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3. Back hammer fist. So not back fist, back hammer. striking down, twist. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy with that? We're now stepping forward with an MP again. So with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do it facing this way. Ready? Left leg in front. 1, nice and tight. 2. Okay, so we know this 2 is going to come high. But that leg, if we're moving forward, is great. But on this technique, we're not moving forward. So we've got to twist the hips. Alright? If we're stepping forward, it's easy, but we're not. So, 1, 2. Bringing it back. This is why we're bringing it back and coming into the side elbow, is that we've got that momentum. 3. Back fist. The hammer fist. There, look at it. That hammer fist comes in, sorry, not the back fist, hammer fist. Okay, so we start again. 1, 2. Straight back down. 3. Back hammer fist. 4, 5. Nice and tight. All these techniques are nice and tight. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap legs. Right leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, so this time left leg in front. 3, 4, 5. Right leg. 1, 2. Comes back. 3, 4, 5. And again, left leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all those different techniques now. So we're putting all these together now. All these together. Okay, so very technical. What we're looking at these for then is moving people back, but still being protected and safe. So from here, we're protecting ourselves. Somebody might be trying to strike or come forward. If they punch that, they're going to be in pain. Happy? So there's the protection. There's the protection. Now, I still want to protect myself, so I'm still protecting myself, and then I'm protecting myself by just moving them away from me, and then moving them away. So it might be that I'm against the wall. If I'm against the wall, and we're in the corner, and I can't punch out, I don't want to punch out, because if I punch out and I'm too tight to them, they might grab the hand and pull me. So from here, there's 1, protecting myself, nice and tight, protecting myself, protecting myself, protecting myself, protecting myself. It's all nice and tight. All right. So we stick 1 more on top of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're coming big circle now. 6. Number 6 is a technique, but what we're doing is we would never use this technique if the person's bigger than us, unless they're bent over and we're just pushing them down. Now, it is an elbow, but we can still bring that elbow up and just push them down to the ground out of the way. And then once they're on there, we protect ourselves and we move back. When they hit the floor, you lot, we leave them alone. Leave them alone. In here, the dojo, when we do the groundwork, we're there and we're not punching them, we're not kicking them, we're just there to get up ourselves and protect ourselves. That's what the work on the floor. You lot like to call it a scrap. It's not a scrap. It is, if you're caught on the floor, you can get up and you can protect yourself. But sometimes we have to keep them onto the floor, and that's safety. Yeah? until somebody else comes. So with this one again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now look at number 6. We're coming a big circle. Has to come in a straight line now. So with this front elbow here, I want you to literally bring this front elbow down. As that comes down, that will come over. Hand again is protecting it. So I'll show you now from here. So we're coming into that number 6. Drop number 5, big circle. As soon as I drop that, my body weight comes and my elbow's coming up. So from here, once it's coming and it's committed, the hand's there. Here, drop down. Okay, it's just to push down. Just to push down. Swapping legs, left leg in front. I'll face that way first. Right leg in front, beg your pardon. So from here, 1, front, 2, bring it back, 3, hammer fist, 4, 5, drop this fist, the elbow, drop the elbow. Once the elbow drops from here, this comes up. Here, strike down. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, dropping down, taking all the way down there, straight away. All right. Okay, little shake. Make sure I've got everything in the session. Okay, just practice a couple of punches, double punches. So just want to see how they are. Hands by the side, coming forward, back. So by now it should be perfect. When you go out together, come back together, out and back. Couple more. Okay, good. Shake. Well done, you lot. Okie dokie. So, a technical lesson. Technical lessons for your age are a must, because, or for your grade I should say, because you can understand why we do the techniques now. There's no point just giving you the techniques and giving you the techniques like some instructors do and never explain the good and bad points about them. You have to know everything, especially when you start going up to the purple to the brown belts, because we will ask you, would you use this now? Why would you? Why would you not? So there's lots of questions. It's fun, you know, it's not a test. We're just making sure that you have an understanding of it. Yep, good understanding. You lot, good. Can't take the technical lesson on for too long, because you'll go, oh God. And all this is just start thinking about it, sit down, have a look at it and listen, and then another practice for a little bit, because there's a couple more techniques in that lesson then. So remember, 1, 2, uppercut, hook, and then do your spinning back fist as well. The MPs, the elbows, let's bring those in with the hammer fist, back hammer fist. So there are all these different techniques now, little bits and bobs. You don't need too many, we only need a couple to make sure we're doing right. Okay, hands by your sides, feet together, you lot. Right, another week's gone. Good behaviour, be safe, look after your family, chores, most of all, homework. Get it done. Parents, thank you very much. Students, bow. Missing you lot. Take it easy. See you next week for the 45-minute one.